Every day, people go missing, disappearing without a trace. How? Why? Where did they go? In a world so full of noise and distraction, we are here to go beyond the silence. We do this in hopes to give a voice to those who can't speak for themselves. So join us as we seek their truths, uncover buried stories, and be a voice for the voiceless. Welcome to Beyond the Silence. On July 1st, 2014, 21-year-old Daniel Andy Tsosie was last seen in Chinle, Arizona. He told his loved ones he was headed to visit his grandparents, but he never arrived. Since that day, Daniel has been missing, and his family is still searching for answers. There truly was not much information out there, and that breaks my heart. But I'll show you what I found. This is Daniel Tsosie's story. Daniel is a Native American male. He's 5 foot 6 inches tall. He weighs 160 pounds. He has black hair, brown eyes, and wears prescription glasses with square frames. The last time he was seen, he was wearing a brown shirt and gray pants. Now, I want to explore Spider Rock on the map a little bit. I don't know where his grandparents live. I couldn't find that, and even if I did find that, I don't know if I could show that, but I couldn't find it. So, but I still wanted to look Spider Rock up and just see, get a feel of the area where he last was. I wish I knew what direction he was heading so we could head in that direction and, just kind of take a walk in his shoes a little bit. I say that with the utmost respect because seriously, we don't know what happened to him and we don't know what he went through. But I still want to explore the area. I'll show you some pictures up here of Spider Rock, and we're just going to explore a little bit. From what we know, Daniel was last seen near the Spider Rock turnoff on July 1st, 2014. Police later focused their search efforts south of Spider Rock Monument in Chinle. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Believing evidence of his last known whereabouts might be in this area. This is where search teams, including, Dizel Yi Jin, I also apologize if I mispronounced that, community emergency response team began their efforts. So this is about where they started. They searched rugged cliffs, thick forests of pinyon trees, and areas along the canyon rim, hoping to find any clues. The landscape here is breathtaking, but unforgiving. Steep cliffs, dense vegetation, and remote paths, with some areas even requiring experts to be trained, like in searches and stuff. With so much ground to cover and little information about Daniel's exact route, every lead matters. If he was seen hitchhiking earlier that day in Chinle, could he have taken an alternate path? Did something happen to him before he even reached his destination? He was supposed to be going to his grandparents' house. I truly do wish I knew where that was, so I had a little bit more of an idea of what I was looking at. But clearly something did. Whether that be he got lost and disoriented and hurt and just couldn't find his way back and perished in the desert. maybe, I hate to say it, but foul play was involved. I'm not all too familiar with that area, but in just reading, I know that a lot of people have gone missing. All right, as a matter of fact, we're going to look it up. I looked it up before and I don't remember what it said because I suck. So, how many people go missing in Chinle, Arizona? Let's see. In Arizona, more than 1,000 people are currently listed as missing on the NamUs database. That is so many people. In Chinle, Arizona, there's a specific case reported on. Oh, okay. So, wow, as late as 2024, someone went missing. That is incredibly heartbreaking. It wasn't until 4 years after Daniel disappeared that a large-scale search effort was launched in this area. Resources can be limited, and authorities had to rely on the help of specialized search teams and community volunteers to push forward. It's really heartbreaking to think that so much time had passed before a full search effort could even take place. Spider Rock and the surrounding canyons, as I stated earlier, are absolutely breathtaking, but they're also truly unforgiving. Steep cliffs, rugged trails, and dense vegetation made it incredibly impossible for searchers to spot any signs of Daniel. Teams used expert rappelling skills and combed through rough terrain, hoping to find even the smallest clue. Something, anything that could lead to an answer. But despite their efforts, they weren't able to find him. After all those years, after all that searching, Daniel is still missing, and that's the hardest part of this. Knowing that his family is still waiting, still hoping for closure, still left with so many unanswered questions. As I was looking at Daniel's case and just trying to find, more information about him, I came across his missing persons post on Facebook. Seeing all the people sharing his story, hoping for answers, and just spreading the love really put into perspective how deeply he was loved and cherished. But then I decided to look at his actual Facebook page and what he left behind. And that's when I really got to know him in a way. Well, as much as I could over Facebook. Scrolling through his posts, I found myself both laughing and crying. Daniel wasn't just a name on a missing persons flyer. He was someone goofy, always cracking jokes and making people smile. He loved sports. He was always cheering for his favorite team and posting it. I mean, just look at this silly photo here. He looks so happy. And man, he posts about food. Does he post about being hungry? Oh, mercy. From what I could tell, Daniel was a really hard worker. He had dreams, friendships. He loved his family. And he had a life that was full of energy and love. That's what makes this so hard. He mattered to so many people. He was such a light. I mean, just right here, he's going to serve Mexico with his three amigos. I don't know these people, but he was just such a good person. And this is so sad. I mean, this was posted Monday, November 14th, 2011. Who knew that he would be gone, just disappeared off the face of the earth in 3 years? It's so easy to see a case like this and just focus on the mystery of it all. But Daniel's not a case. He's not just a mystery. He was a son, a friend, and a young man with his whole future ahead of him. And for some reason, that future was taken away. This is the area where Daniel Tsosie was last seen. This is where the search continues. If you have any information, no matter how small, it could really help bring Daniel's family closer to answers. Thank you. I first came across Daniel Andy Tsosie's case on the Charley Project. It was listed as the case of the week. Each week, they highlight a different missing persons case, trying to keep their stories alive so they're not forgotten. When I saw Daniel's name and photo, I wanted to know more about him. Who he was, what happened to him, why after all these years is he still missing? As I started to read, I realized just how little information there was out about him. He was just gone. I couldn't even find any interviews or anything. And despite searches and community efforts, there really is still no answers. That's what makes this case stick with me, because someone somewhere knows something, and Daniel, just like every other missing person, truly deserves to be found.
Bye. Thanks for watching.